Alright, so in the last video I basically got to the point where we were able to get our engine started using suction pressure and then get the engine-driven hydraulic pumps putting out pressure through the system. But even with pressure on the system right now, if we wanted to start our ATMs, we'd end up with hydraulic fluid. Change the color. Making its way through our hydraulically driven suction boost pump, let's say, for this one, because it can also go through our electric suction boost pump. Hydraulic fluid make its way down through the main manifold here, up to, and like I said before, this is drawn kind of in the pressurized position, but in the last video I got done, I did where it was closed. And so we'd end up with hydraulic fluid making its way to our ATM, also down here to our ATM accumulator, and the ATM accumulator basically absorbs hydraulic surges and also provides accumulated pressure just in case there was no hydraulic suction pressure in starting. So then in order to get this going, we did have to go ahead and turn our ATM pump to start. And when we did that, it would then energize this valve here, opening it up, then supplying pressure, and we get an ATM. The ATM would make contact with this one, turning our ATM on light. And in order to open up this valve right here, our press line shutoff valve, then we'd end up with hydraulic fluid needing to go through, pressure reducer down through, making its way over to the other side of the valve. It needs hydraulic pressure to open. Then at that point we'd get the valve open light. Once it did, pressure would make its way through here, through, around, wouldn't be able to go through this check valve. You'd have to make its way up and through a non-bypassable filter. And then at that point we would have ATM also pressurizing our main line here. Alright. Then if we wanted to start engine number 2, at that point we would have to get our PTU going. And the PTU is actually pretty simple to start up, so we would end up coming over, turning our switch to on, then our valve would open, allowing pressure to go through our two-way flow regulator through this check valve, over through the top side of the PTU. I wrote it in there, that's the input side, and it makes this weird X thing. When it comes out the other side for system number 2, then the bottom side is going to be the pressurized side. And then also, let me emphasize, it transfers power and there's no fluid transfer, it's just the way that it spins the motor. And so when it does spin the motor, this side over here is going to be the pressurized side, but hydraulic fluid from system 1 is just going to go through the return side, make its way up, can't go through that check valve, come through, and make its way back. Let's see. To the reservoir by going through this check valve, bypassable filter, check valve, back through, and all the way back to the reservoir.